Mayonnaise everywhere. Hi, I'm Kristie Sullivan and welcome to Diet Doctor Explores, where today we're going to talk about how to make your own mayonnaise. Now, if you haven't made your own mayonnaise before, why not? It's absolutely delicious, it's inexpensive, it's super easy, and you can add whatever seasonings you want. It's perfect for a low-carb or keto diet because it's dairy-free, it adds some fat to your meals, and adds a whole lot of flavor. So let's take you through a few steps that I use to make perfect mayonnaise every time. You only need 3 ingredients, and I bet you have all of these in your kitchen already. What I think is key is using a jar that's tall and slender and using an immersion blender or hand blender. As you can see, this will fit exactly into my jar. And so that's really going to be important, you'll see, to get everything to emulsify. So I'm going to start by putting 2 tablespoons of lemon juice. You can use vinegar. Different flavored vinegars will make different flavors of mayonnaise, which is really nice. So I'm going to put the 2 tablespoons of lemon juice inside, and then I'm going to crack an egg. Now, I'm not just going to use an egg yolk, I'm going to use the whole egg. And a little tip, adding the white, not just the yolk, gives it a little more protein to help it bind and help it emulsify. Oops, did you see what I did there? I cracked the egg on the edge of the jar. I shouldn't have done that because I could have gotten eggshell into the jar. Also, some of you may be a little concerned about eating raw eggs. In general, if your egg is pasteurized, it should be safe to consume in mayonnaise. So let's put our egg in there. Okay, and then we'll put our oil. Now, you don't have to stream the oil in. You can just pour it all in. And I'm using avocado oil. That's kind of the key too to having a great tasting mayonnaise. You want to use an oil that has a great flavor. Now, most people are tempted to use extra virgin olive oil. That tends to get bitter when you're emulsifying. So I'm using a light tasting olive oil, like manzanilla, which is my absolute favorite. I also love to make it with avocado oil. It tends to have a green tint when you make mayonnaise with avocado oil, but that's also delicious. And you can get creative and use walnut oil, hazelnut oil, any of the almond oil, any of those fun kinds of flavors to give it just a little hint of a different taste. I'm going to add a pinch of salt, just a bit. And what you can do, once that you make the mayonnaise, you can add other seasonings and salt to taste. So let's grab our immersion blender. And I'm just putting it all the way to the bottom of the container. I'm going to turn it on, and then I'm going to keep it steady until it starts to emulsify. Once I see that it's super creamy, I'll just barely raise the immersion blender just enough to get all of the oil incorporated. All right, you ready? And that's it. You have creamy, perfect mayonnaise that will thicken a little bit more as it sits in the fridge. Now, you can taste it and then add a bit more salt or other seasonings if you prefer. So once you've made your own mayonnaise, what can you do with it? Well, one of my favorite things to do is to make a BLT boat with just a leaf of romaine lettuce, a slice of bacon, a few chopped tomatoes, and then a drizzle of our fresh mayonnaise. This is a complete meal, especially when you have a couple of them made up at a time. Now, you can also use your homemade mayonnaise to make egg salad. You can put just a dollop or 2 on some boiled eggs. If you don't want to take the time to make egg salad or deviled eggs, you can use it just to dip deli meat into to add a little fat and flavor to your meals. We have a ton of recipes on Diet Doctor using mayonnaise and a few recipes for how to make your own mayonnaise, including an Italian seasoned mayonnaise, a Chipotle seasoned mayonnaise, and other options I think you'll enjoy. Let us know what flavors you made and how you've used it in your own recipes.